Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They already released the Love is Blind season 6 contestants of the US version. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the Love is Blind season 6 contestants, my just blind reactions. Okay, so first and foremost, we have Danette. She is 33, she's a flight attendant. Her tagline is, "I want someone who cheers me on." Aw, that's really sweet. So Danette, she seems very sweet. She seems very innocent. As a flight attendant, you know, I would say that's a really great perk. I would say the only thing is, if she does actually get matched with someone, the only issue would be that her schedule might be off and she actually might not be able to see her partner very often in this show. Jeremy. Just the fact that it's Jeremy with an A, I'm side-eyeing that. But once again, I'm liking that he's 32. We like an older guy. Intralogistics, that just sounds like money. So I'm just gonna, yeah, that sounds like money. So we love to see it. And then his tagline is, "I'm looking for someone who can match my energy." Okay, we've seen in the past where there's been a contestant who his energy is a little bit too much and he needs constant validation. I'm totally forgetting which contestant this was, but I'm really hoping that he's not that. But so far, Jeremy is a little bit of a yellow flag, how that spelling is. Your parents should try to be a little different. But the fact that you're in intralogistics you sound smart, and so we'll give him that. We have Vince, who is 35 and he's a lawyer. That's a yellow flag. That's a yellow flag. The fact that his name is Vince, he just sounds like he's very cool. Lawyer. Gotta watch this one. He's got the full beard. He's got the, shirt unbuttoned a little bit. He doesn't have any hair there, so I'm wondering if he waxes. He might be a little bit more high maintenance. But here's his tagline: "I'm just a sucker for that girl next door." So I'm really interested to see Vince, because he might be the high maintenance one who still wants a low maintenance girl. Maybe. Or he wants the girl next door that looks like she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but still keeps herself together. He wants the homey type. Vince, I think, is a yellow flag. Then we have Amber Desiree, or AD for short. She's 33 and a real estate broker. Okay. But her tagline is, "I'm still single because I'm too trusting." No, AD, no. I will say I am very concerned for AD for this show, because time and time again, we see these types of women match up with the worst possible guy, and I'm just hoping that her confidence and self-esteem stays intact for this show. From what I've heard from other contestants, like their podcasts and things like that, the show doesn't really do a great job about mental health. So I'm just like, the fact that she said, "I am still single because I'm too trusting," I'm like, my heart, like she's already a favorite for me. Okay, moving on. Alejandra, 28. Okay, so she's a little bit younger and she's a financial consultant. Ooh, I love to see a brown woman who knows about money. This is what I'm talking about. And her tagline is, "The key to my heart is honest communication." Well, we already know with Love is Blind, a lot of people failed to be honest. So I'm very interested to see how she navigates this show. Ariel. Now, Ariel reminds me of another contestant. I want to say I'm at this point, they're starting to meld together. But just the fact that he looks like this other contestant, that's a yellow flag. It's a yellow flag for me. A man with a man bun and the side cut like that. I don't know. But he says, I'm a huge Adele stan. That's very interesting. So maybe he's a little bit more in tune with his emotions. But now that I see, I wonder if Alejandra might be his type. Like if he really likes a woman like Adele, I wonder if Alejandra would be just physically his type. Anyways, which, oh my gosh, speaking of Adele, I don't know. Chelsea looks like Adele. I don't know. Is it just me? But she looks kind of like Adele to me. And she's another flight attendant / event planner. Okay, interesting. It makes me wonder if either one of two things. Either she has two jobs because the first one doesn't pay too much, or she's just really good about having multiple streams of incomes. It seems like the occupations of these contestants seem pretty decent. Pretty decent. She says, I want to find someone who truly knows my soul. I don't know how to feel about that. And I don't know truly if in the pods you'll be able to truly get at that. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Chelsea, I would say I'm ambivalent, but she looks like kind of like Adele. Austin. Okay, Austin. Austin looks like the baby of the group, and he's in software sales, so I don't know. It could go either way. Either he could be making a lot of money, or he could be at an entry-level position. I'm not really sure what software sales is. It's a pretty ambiguous sort of realm. Who knows? He could be making a lot of money. But once again, he says, the key to my heart is communication. So I'm really intrigued by him. I'm intrigued by this baby. So this baby lumberjack, I will say I'm pretty positive when it comes to Austin. He just seems like a baby. He seems like a sweetie pie lumberjack baby. So yeah, that's Austin. Okay, we have Kenneth. I'm not that attracted to Kenneth, but the fact that he is a middle school principal, he gets so many brownie points for that. Kenneth just seems like the type of guy who, like, you get to know his personality, you get to know his occupation, and then you kind of fall in love. And he says, I've made peace with my past and I'm ready to love again. So I would say this might be a yellow flag, because what I don't want for Kenneth in this show is for him to get very defensive or triggered or say things out of anger or frustration to the other contestants. And so that's based off of his tagline. That is what I'm a little bit concerned with. So with Kenneth, altogether, I'm gonna say he's a yellow flag. Okay, so next up is Amy. She's 28 and she's an e-commerce specialist. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I don't really know much about e-commerce, but she seems cute. And she says, I'd love someone creative to share my passions with. So that's nice. That's super cute. Yeah, I'm pretty ambivalent about Amy. She seems pretty decent so far. Then there's Ashley. She's a nurse practitioner. She seems like she makes money. Those nurses, they do make money. And she's probably kind of strong, because now, like, from what I hear about the things nurses have to do, I would say she's probably going to be the most mentally and physically strong out of the women. And the fact that she's a nurse, she's probably a good caregiver. And she says, I want someone to pour into me and be genuine. Aww. Okay, Ashley at this point is already one of my favorites. She just has a really nice smile. The fact that she's a nurse practitioner, I can understand that she probably pours into people and she is a giver. And so I really hope that she can find someone that is also very giving and loving. So, aw, Ashley's so nice. I'm really feeling more of the women than the men so far. Okay, then we have Matthew. He's 37, a senior financial advisor. I would say in the looks department, he's okay, but the fact that he's a senior financial advisor just perks me up a little bit. And he says, I treat others the way they deserve to be treated. I think that's a yellow flag. I think that's actually a yellow flag because if he believes, I could see if Matthew were to think someone is beneath him or thinks that that person doesn't deserve to be treated nicely, then he just won't treat them nicely. Maybe I'm looking at this at more of a pessimistic view, but this could go either way. Moving on to Trevor. He is 31. He is a project manager. Oh my goodness, this man is such a bro. He looks like a bro. Now this is so funny because if you guys have watched Love is Blind Sweden, you would already know that this is probably more of Katya's type. She's really into the jockish type of dudes. But yeah, Jock is not really my type, but he's cute. Project manager, I feel like you could be a project manager of a lot of different things, so that doesn't really give me a good indication of what industry he's in, nor kind of how much money he makes. But I wouldn't be surprised, he's kind of good looking and he's very muscular, that I would not be surprised if he doesn't make as much as the rest of the cast. He says, my best quality is my financial intelligence. Look at this cast being financially intelligent. It just seems as though there's a trend going on, and I like it. I like it because especially back in season 1 of Love is Blind, we saw some people who were in massive amounts of debt, did not know how to budget, and there was such a huge disparity between what each partner was making. So I like to see the fact that he's probably fiscally savvy. Now, I really hope that he doesn't mean that he's like an extreme couponer or one of those guys that like uses his toothbrush for like years and years type of thing. So far, Trevor is, he looks good in my book, but I'm very interested to see what he deems as good financial intelligence. So the next person is Drake, who is a video producer. What kind of video producer is he? Because it doesn't really give me an indication of like really what industry he's really in. Looks wise, he kind of reminds me of Ferris Bueller. So I'm not that attracted to him. He looks cute, he looks decent, he looks average. But he says, I'm looking for someone who appreciates creativity. So I'm really intrigued about what kind of videos that he makes, because that could really, his creativity, I would say, could really make or break the relationship. Something tells me that the type of videos that he produces is a little suspect. So the next person we have is Sarah Ann. She's 30, and I would say she's kind of got like these broad shoulders. So it makes me wonder also if she's just been like athletic or something. Moving on, we have Johnny. Johnny is 28. He is an account executive. Once again, what kind of accounts are we talking about here? That's pretty broad. So I'm very curious to know sort of what kind of accounts that he manages, because it could go either way. And looks wise, he's okay. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys, about my first impressions, and stay tuned for when Love is Blind Season 6 actually premieres, because I will be watching every single episode. All right, bye.